Right, here is the latest edition, Mini First as it's called, so it's the next generation. Yeah, 2010, 80,000 mile, 1.4, got an engine misfire. Looking on the net, could be a whole host of things, could be something, from spark plug and leads down to a drop valve, down to a cylinder head gasket, could be anything. So yeah, taking a bit of a punt on it. However, they are quite good money for this mileage and up and running, so it's definitely worth time and effort going in. I did drive it back, albeit on 3 cylinders, all the way from Bedlington up the Spine Road. Managed to get it back, got it insured. It's got MOT until January, so all above board. At least I didn't have to tow it. Yeah, on driving it though, there is other problems which I wasn't aware of until I'd actually drove the car. By then it was kind of a bit too late, but clutch is really high, so I could do the clutch, and also gearbox. Sometimes when it hits second in the wrong place, it will pop back out, so that's not good either. So possibly need a second-hand gearbox. I might look into getting that one reconditioned if it's a problem that can be resolved. Probably better that than a second-hand one, because if it's a common problem, then the chances are it could happen again. So yeah, it's all about kind of cost, isn't it? So we'll have a look. Other than that, apart from a couple of cosmetics, there's a little bit of bodywork issues. Some of the little teeth cut out. I've got a bit of a smashed mirror there, or casing. That's some of it out really. Other than that, the bodywork is kind of okay, apart from this is kind of the worst bit. It's had a bit of a dink here, which pushed it in. It's dropped the bumper slightly. This side's all okay really, the driver's side, apart from a crack here on the sort of A pillar, which is probably hard to see on the photo. It's some of the nothing that anyway, but I think it'd be easily replaceable. There's only one key. It does have 9 owners, hopefully 9 careful owners. Yeah, she is what she is. Quite tidy on the inside. Just your standard cloth interior, standard mini interior, cloth seats in the back. It does have something missing here. Don't know what goes in the centre console bit, but yeah, obviously I think something's meant to pull down. I don't know, there's something loose in the back there, so I don't really know why whatever it was pulled off, but I don't know, I'll work it out. But yeah, stereo works, CD works, it's even got a CD in there. Looks like original mats. So first thing to do now is a compression test and start investigating the misfire. In fact, first thing to do is plug my computer in, my Vicom, and see if it'll read any of the codes. Right, crack on with that, dilly dilly. Right, here we go. The first bit of work on the Mini. Misfire, as we know. So I've opened my VCDS. I'm now going to see if it reads any codes. If it doesn't, then I'll have to find somebody who's got a code reader really. I mean, I can still do the compression tests. I just won't know which cylinder I'm looking at. However, let's go get the ignition on.
The Army's artificial intelligence.
Switch radio off. Let's see if it reads any codes. So just into OBD. If any of these go black here, that means it'll read them. It's trying the different addresses there. So let's fingers crossed. It'll read some generic codes here. Oh. Nah. Car's not compatible. So there we go. Can't read any fault codes with my comp. So it's old school mechanics for now. I may look into buying a software I can download onto the phone. Maybe it's to read the codes. Might be cheaper than trying to, because I'm going to have the car for quite a while, so reading codes is going to be quite crucial. So I might have a look into that. And it's handy for other cars that I muck on with to have, the ability to read them codes. Right, compression test. switch off. Right, so I've took the engine cover off. I've pulled out the coils which go down to the spark plugs. I've got a 14mm spline socket, and I'm just going to take out the spark plugs, and then that initially even should tell us which cylinder isn't firing. Weren't very tight neither. So again, when we're going down to this kind of fault finding, you know, it could be a spark plug, it could be a coil. Right, I'm just going to have to get me a magnet and fish them out. I just got my grabber. There's number 1. Yeah, it's looking okay, dry, so it looks like that one's firing. 2, nice and dry, looks like that one's firing. 3, nice and dry, looks like that one's firing. So 4, I'm guessing, is the culprit, which it is. That one is wet. So that's a potential culprit for sure. Number 4, if I look down in there, hard to see really. However, not sure if you can. There is quite a bit of oil down there. That's a bit drier. There's a little bit of oil in that one, not too much. Yeah, so yeah, a little bit further on the investigation there. I'm going to do the compression test. So see, I've got a lovely set here, yeah, which was donated quite kindly by a good friend of mine, Paul. So I'll just get the right size that's required. Get that in, get the pipe on, and then we'll compression test each of the cylinders. Dilly. Okay, possibly not going to say this on the video. However, inside cylinder 4, I can see it's wet on top of the piston. You can see there it's dry. This number 2 and 3 pistons quite close to the top. You see that's dry. Number 2 piston, you can see the top of that dry. Number 1 further down on the stroke, but again dry. It's got a little bit of corking on the top, but certainly this number 4 cylinder is definitely wet. So that is definitely the cylinder that is getting the misfire. For the compression test, I can actually just push this connection on. It's got a rubber bung, so I just need to get that pushed onto there, push it down and get somebody to start the engine so I can then read the gauge. So I'll have a call for George. Dilly. Right, so we've got George in the driver's seat and we're ready to do a compression test on number 4. Fire in the hole. Probably on the clutch or something down there. You press the start button on the right. Stop. Got no compression at all there. None. Yeah, do it again. I'll come back to that one. I was getting a slight bit of compression. Starting to rain. Just for a crack.
It's the clutch you have to have in, Anth.
Alright, aye.
You have to let the clutch out to stop it.
Oh, right. Fire in the hole. So good compression on that.
Yeah.
We had a 13 bar on cylinder 3. So I'm guessing this must have dropped a valve then.
Yeah.
Or a valve seat. Could be a weak valve spring. Fire in the hole. Yep. Same again. 13 bar. Fire in the hole. 14 bar on that one. Okay, back to cylinder 1 then. Well, I don't think it's head gasket because with no pressure at all,
Yeah.
it would still have some pressure even on a head gasket leak. Right. Try it again then, see if we get anything. Nada. Zilch. No pressure, cylinder 4. So we've got to take the valve cover off and see if we've got a weak spring or a drop valve. Potentially something we can sort out without taking the head off.
Right.
Yeah, but if it's a seat, valve seat, then head off. Good morning. Nice sunny morning it is too. So we've got Mr. Mini in position. I've moved my engine hoist back to where it should be. It used to be on the side there for when I'd done the Cadillac doors. Yes, that's nice and central now above the engine. Ready for when I strip down and lift out. So I'm going to get rid of this lot. That'll probably go in the extension, just to give us some working space. So I'm going to try and set one of my tables up so as I'm stripping things off I can put everything in order, keeps everything off the floor, etc, etc. That's my next tasky before barbecue this afternoon. Dilly dilly. Right, a little step further. So I've got all my table and everything set up. Started taking things off. Coil packs. Took the camshaft sensor off. Oil filler cap. These are all the bolts off the rocker cover. Air filter and everything I've just chucked in the boot. Everything came off really easily. BMW do have a good way of designing things for maintenance in mind, I think. Their connectors come off really simple. I dare say better than the Volkswagen Audi group ones. Yeah, everything's just kind of, it just seems like everything's really easy to disassemble, for want of a better word. So we can see the spring there, that's the exhaust valve spring, which is fine on that one. It's fine on that. It's obviously a 16 valve engine, so we've got four valves per cylinder, 2 intake, 2 exhaust. We've got the these are the exhaust ones, sorry, the smaller ones. The intake are the bigger ones. So intake valves are good, and we can see there both the exhaust valves are good also. Chances are one of these valves is burnt out, which is the common failure on these. So when I get the head off eventually, once I've got the engine out, I'll get all new valves put in, uprated valves, because I am, dare I say, planning on running the car for a while, possibly a year or so. Something that our lass can use in between when she's not needing the 4x4 to tow the trailer, the Audi. Anyway, that's a different story. Right, I need to go and get some other stuff now, and I'll get back to you, Dilly Dilly.